What is happening, troops? Welcome back to Scottish Football Weekly, brought to you by Wireless. It's confirmed Dundee United are going down, and Celtic enjoyed Trophy Day with a 5-0 win over at Parkhead. All that and more this week on the second last episode of Scottish Football Weekly. We're coming to an end.
The penultimate. What did it do?
I'm joined this afternoon by Ben Whitley and Craig Honest. How
Government names, cheers mate.
Yep, aye, thanks mate.
Government names, aye.
Nah, it was good. Nah, it's good to be back. Penultimate. It's been a long season. It's been a lot of trial and error. So I'm actually just happy that we've made it this far. And again, the things that we can do in this podcast come July the 1st.
And for those of you who are watching, Ben is wearing this jacket and it is 40 degrees outside. It's absolutely cooking, but it's become a character.
We're recording this on Monday, so think back about Monday. It's bank holiday, isn't it?
Aye, Monday 29th.
I think about what bank holiday Monday 29th was. How many bank holidays we had in May?
Aye, mate, I've barely been to work in May. May's been just full of stoppages, but listen, we're not complaining. We'll enjoy the sun while we get it.
Of course.
See, when you go out and actually go for a suntan, do you wear that? See, if you go sunbathing, do you wear that? And
have
just
you not
that?
seen my legs?
Your legs are tan, but that's what I'm saying. Do you wear that?
I've got a
just
jacket
that?
for the legs as well.
Seriously?
Aye.
Like Skepta?
Aye.
No way, man. That's
fair enough.
Be
sure to check out IG Collections if you like any of the football memorabilia that you can see above me.
100%.
They specialise in sourcing football memorabilia from Europe and beyond. If you know, you know. You can find them over on Instagram and TikTok at IG_collections98. Straight into the football then.
Straight in.
Or is it straight into the football? One of you are supposed to stop me there. It's not straight into the football.
Because it's the big 3 points. 1, 2, 3 to me. Stephen Ireland.
Is that your guess?
No.
She's never played in Scotland. So, big 3 points. Before we get into the recap, let me kick us off with a wee segment of the show we like to call the Big 3 Points. The Big 3 Points is brought to you by Football Guess Who app. Who's That Player? Who's That Player is an interactive football knowledge app that throws up footballers from either SPFL or leagues around the world based on your choice. Basically, it gives you 5 clues to pick out the player, earning points for every player that you guess correctly. Each episode, I'll pick out my 3 favourite clues and give you 3 guesses to pick out that player. If you guess the player correctly, you get yourself the big 3 points. If nobody gets the player after the big 3 points have been given, ultimately everybody forfeits the points. You, the listeners, will pick out the loser. Sorry, will not pick out the loser, we'll pick out a forfeit for the loser. Based on whoever's got the lowest amount of points come the end of the season.
No, Ben, we know it's no us too. We're safe.
Head over to @WirelessPod to get involved. So, who wants the first big point?
Let's go. Come on. For the second last time this season or the last?
Second last time this season.
Last.
So, I had to stay in tune with the number 3, right? So, the big 3 points, 3 guesses, 3 clues.
Greg Taylor.
Not Greg, is that your guess?
No.
Well, I kind of need to take it your guess if you said it.
You could just say.
No.
So if you use that as your clue, then you've used it as your clue, unfortunately. So staying in tune with that, this player has played for 3 different Scottish clubs.
Are you allowing me back in because it's penultimate? No. Say Greg Taylor.
Greg Taylor.
Oh, he's played nice. He's played nicely. It's not Greg Taylor. So moving on into the football. Celtic 5-0 Hearts. Aberdeen. Not
Aberdeen.
Hearts. Celtic 5-0
Aberdeen. That was just royal rampant Celtic.
Comfortable cruising Celtic, we'll call it.
Comfortable cruising Celtic.
You kind of expected it in Trophy Day, didn't you? Celtic love to put.
I don't know. Like, we were going to the game, me and Jamie, and we didn't know what to think. I says, "What do you think the score will be?" And he's like, "Honestly, can I tell you?"
Yeah, special thanks to our contact at Celtic for sorting us out with a couple of tickets here at Wireless to go across and enjoy Trophy Day. It was much appreciated. This has actually been a kind of mad week, so if you've kept up to date with our social medias, you'll have seen on Thursday afternoon, myself and James attended on behalf of Wireless to Ibrox Stadium to watch the game between the Scottish YouTube team and the English YouTube team. We've done a wee vlog for it, but we need to wait until Theo Baker's put his out first and got all the information clear before we put it out. So it's been a mad week, and then a few days later we're at Celtic Park for that. So it's been interesting, man. Life's a movie lately.
And then me and Ben are going to go up to Dingwall next Monday, aren't we?
Oh, Monday?
Sunday. 4:30 kick-off.
Sunday?
Are you just going to go up and watch it?
May as well.
I'll get tickets. Me and Malky like that, man.
As long as I get a bit of Malky's pie.
Scotch or steak?
No, has to be Scotch.
No.
I don't know.
Scotch pie, a football steak pie, and a lovely Sunday evening.
I would guess.
Sitting down with your family.
Right, so it's a Sunday evening we've got to watch it.
What did you make of how Aberdeen set up?
I thought Aberdeen were relying on Duke too much at Celtic Park, just to kind of break that like in the last line of defence. if I'm going to Celtic Park and I see a Waters playing, I've got Duke. That's who I'm targeting. I think that's what they try to do, but they failed. Celtic set up well, and see when Celtic can keep it simple and just thread the ball from defence into midfield into further midfield and attack. It was evident with the goal. It's simple, simple football.
On that first goal, that's a great finish.
On
his weaker foot as well. And the ball, it's a nice ball into him. It gets played behind him, but it's just the quickness of adjusting his body and the finish right into the corner. That's what I'm trying to say.
I feel like a lot of people haven't really spoke about the fact that Greg Taylor is edge of the box before he shoots, but the reason people aren't talking about it is because the fans have become so accustomed to seeing
the norm now.
Celtic, their fullbacks ball up, get inside, and like you see with the first goal, they create those overloads that ultimately create chances.
I've always said that, and I've sang Greg Taylor's praise for so long, even though when he wasn't getting any plaudits or whatever, like he's taken to that inverted role so much.
Yeah.
And I feel like we are so good down the left hand side at times, depending on who's playing winger. I feel like everybody just knows their role. Like as soon as Taylor's in, Hitati's coming back is like a kind of option for left wing back, let's say, because they don't want to cramp the game up too much in the mid. It's out wide, right? Okay, how fast, if we can't get it, switch it to the other side. And then the second goal again comes for the defence into Cal, out wide back into the mid. Cal McGregor's got enough time to go in and hit it.
You're calling him Cal as if you know him, mate.
No, Callum McGregor is gone and hitting it, and he's asked the question to the keeper, and the keeper's got a bit nervous. And again, right place, right time. Kyogo, every great striker, every young promising striker, aspiring striker, follow everything
in football. Yes, follow everything in football. But that's what it is. It's just instincts of like a very good striker. We seen it 2 weeks ago, Cantwell's against Hibs. No, was it? No, against Celtic. Sorry, against Celtic. So it's just that being switched on. Like if you're switched on, especially if you're playing up front, you will get the chances. And Kyogo showed it this season. How many goals has he scored this season?
27.
In the league though.
Aye.
Ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
With those two first half goals, Celtic equalled the record of 111, or not, bettered the record of 111 goals that the Lisbon Lions scored in the 1968 season, I would say.
55 year.
That's crazy, man.
See, for the year we've had, that is such a special team.
Aye, I didn't think you could get better than last year, because last year was almost perfect. This year, the only downfall's been Europe, but again,
Europe and the post split fixtures, I think you can argue. But even then, it's 2-3 games. You're a bit off the boil. I don't think anyone would begrudge that wee drop in form.
See, obviously we're talking about the game. I'm going to touch a quick stint on Europe. I feel the way we go try play, we're going to get caught out. That's a fact, right? Because I don't feel that we've got enough good players to go and challenge at a higher level in terms of your last eight's fours or whatever, right? And that's just me being totally honest. And I feel you'll see that way with Newcastle. Newcastle are a great football inside. They play well in the Premier League, but watch them get found out in the Champions League just because they've not got an array of quality players. They've got good players, but I'm not talking like your Modric's, your Kroos's, your Kevin De Bruyne's. Like,
if you're Ange Postecoglou, then what do you do coming into Europe next season? Do you try and buy better players and just keep playing the same way, or
you have to play the same way?
I think you play the same way, but you try again. We're not day in and day out with these players, but try and get your style down to a T. And I get that that's the way Celtic do, but sometimes whether the Real Madrid game or the Shakhtar game, they don't change the way they're playing. But how can we tighten up the loose ends? How can we stop one or two? How, like for example, when we were there, it was 2, 3, 4 touch. Can you not get it one touch into your feet? And do you know what I mean? You know,
just the speed of play.
The speed of play and actual nailing down the wee nooks and crannies out our game.
I don't think he changes anything, if I'm honest. You speak about like first half against Real Madrid at home was one of the best performances Celtic's put in this season, even though it finished 3-0.
Yeah.
I was watching that game, I thought, this is crazy. Away to Shakhtar, was it 1 each? Jota scored?
Yeah, the 1 each game.
Again, was deserved to win. So it's they find chances of...
Hitati scored in that game, wasn't it? Jota scored against Leipzig.
Leipzig. So it's they find chances. Like Celtic were culprits of not taking their chances in the Champions League, and that was if they take their chances, it could have been a whole lot different. So it's they wee small things of, if Kyogo, Jota, Abada was very bad for it in the Champions League, especially against Real Madrid. If they actually start taking the chances and a wee bit of luck on their side, yous will go far, because especially in a knockout game, I don't see a lot of teams being able to deal with Celtic's press, because if Ange goes into a 180 minute game, he knows, give me off of that two-legged tie. You got up against Real Madrid, who were the champions at the time, as I said, for 45 minutes were absolutely fantastic. But nah, I wouldn't change it. I
feel the legs went slightly in Europe, but without getting too far ahead, just we'll cover the rest of the Celtic Aberdeen game, get into the second half. For me, it felt a bit like a training exercise watching it. It was almost like, right, we'll play down this side, then we'll open it back up. It was not forcing the issue at all. I don't think they felt they had to. It became sort of party mode inside Celtic Park, to be honest with you. So it's kind of touch and go for a while, and then that's when the free kick goal came. Or was that Jota hit off the bar and then back to O? No, that was the fourth.
That was the fourth. So it was a corner when O's.
Okay, aye. That was one thing I was actually shocked at, because Celtic never score from set pieces, and they scored 2 against Aberdeen.
I know Carol Starfelt.
Aye, celebration was excellent as well.
Unbelievable header.
So good.
He's a lucky man, isn't he?
Did you see Ange talking about that at the end of the game?
No, what did he say?
He spoke about, he says we're champions again because
I did see that. I thought you meant Carol Starfelt's a lucky man.
No.
Because I'm a lucky man.
That was Irish. It's Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
So the third goal, break it out for us, Ben.
Was it the Starfelt or the Ogo? Because I'm getting
confused. No, that was Starfelt.
Ozida.
No, was it Starfelt?
Starfelt went.
Starfelt then an old double to end it.
Yeah.
Aye, you're right. Aye, it was that.
Great ball in, and that's something that I can't say that we've done this season, is score for set pieces, like you says. And you go and put yourself, like Kyogo missed a sitter in the first half. We're just no good in there. But again, you put yourself into these situations, you go and put your full head and power onto the ball. The way that I'd love the corners are taking in swingers every time. I don't like an out swinger. And Carl Starfelt's just put it in, and away you go, celebrate, my man.
Aye, and it's actually weird that you scored a header against Aberdeen, who you look at their defence especially, they're all huge defenders. All huge. So the fact that Carol Starfelt, probably your only tall player on the park, like that's the only thing. It's not even a bad thing, because it's just the way you play, but the only kind of weakness is there's not a lot of height in Celtic. Even Carter Vickers is about 6 foot.
Aye, Carter Vickers isn't particularly tall for centre half, but he's very good.
So when it comes to set pieces, you haven't been caught out in it, and that's just credit to Ange. Like, the defending set pieces, you're actually fine. Scoring set pieces, you don't need to, because you score too many goals in normal play anyway. But it's a great header.
And then I think O's was a better header, if I'm being honest.
Aye, he sort of glances at far post. It's a brilliant finish.
And then what a celebration that is, by the way. Unbelievable
You've
celebration.
slaughtered Cantwell for doing the griddy so many times on here. So what's your thoughts on O doing it?
Patch it, man.
Why patch it? It's a
celebration. Isn't it? Do you know what? I'm going to go back. Was O's side losing a league at this point in a meaningless game to who were they playing?
So is it the context of the celebrations opposed to the celebrations?
But if you're a professional, is any game meaningless? You're going out there and sacrificing your body.
I mean, everybody's going to have a different opinion.
It's dramatic.
You could break to both legs. It's no meaningless.
So
you get paid to do a job.
Would that not back up his point then? You just go out and enjoy every moment of it?
You enjoy your job though. It's a job, so it's not meaningless.
It was title day. They were 4-0 up. He's not had the best of luck in the last couple of games.
Nah.
Go celebrate, my man.
See, obviously, so as of today, our tickets went live. Link in the below. Link description.
Yeah.
There. So our tickets have went on sale for our match against the Scottish YouTube team. So
and your answer's no.
No, you are doing the griddy.
Aye.
No. You are doing the griddy.
If you score, you need to, or when you score, you have to do the griddy.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Because you've been batting on it for weeks now on Scottish Football Weekly that you should never miss a pen.
Mate, I can guarantee that.
So if we do get a penalty,
I think if you go for 2 angles, I'd no miss a penalty.
On the topic of penalties, right? So I've taken 3 this season in games and scored all 3. So I'm putting my name forward right now on this podcast as I want to take a penalty.
Or you just go see on a TikTok with their penalty challenge to decide it.
I'm actually up for that, but I'm telling you, I'm not, because I'll say that and I'll lose. In fact, you know what? I'm not losing that. I don't think I'll lose that.
We going for it then? Penalty challenge?
We'll see when Andy's free and we'll do a wee penalty challenge on TikTok.
I'm down. 5 out of 5.
Let's go.
And the one's including the chip.
So last goal, Oh my.
Oh my, indeed.
Oh. See, when that was playing, that was like a coliseum.
How
Like,
did Kyogo go off injured?
Yeah.
Was it that challenge in
Yeah, the
the
keeper.
start of the first half?
No.
Think that was a penalty?
Nah.
Nah.
Nah, I don't think it was
I
either.
don't think it was a
I've
penalty.
seen a couple of people saying it's that excessive force rule, the way Roos and goals is went through, but I don't think it was a penalty. But I think we'll be wanting to watch for next season.
Aye, I think with a proper pre-season in him, learns the system a wee bit better. He'll probably get a lot of game time with pre-season,
Yep.
so he'll get to learn the system a wee bit better, because I think he's probably better at coming in than Kyogo to take the ball in behind.
100%.
I think that's probably the only flaw in Kyogo's game, but even then I think he's very good at it. You've seen it in Europe last year, and again this year he links the play so well. Without being a big physical player, he can make wee short sharp runs off the defence, pick it up, link it, and then make a move away. He's a nightmare to deal with.
O's first touch is incredible as well, by the way.
Aye.
That's a massive part of his game.
See, I was saying to Jamie as well, obviously Celtic are not going to pull a standard of Kevin De Bruyne, right? But see the pass range that Kevin De Bruyne has, see if we had someone in our team that could find Kyogo the way he does Haaland. Like, I'm no comparing Kyogo's runs to Haaland's,
I get
but
what you mean,
Kyogo is so smart. I says to Jamie, watch him for 5 minutes, and it was as soon as he went to defender went, and as soon as there was like a half a yard in it, he's turned and burned them. Like, unbelievable. But O's last goal, it's a striker's goal.
Aye, similar to Kyogo's, you follow it in, make sure you're ready. So, I suppose that pretty much covers Celtic. That obviously takes us on to Dundee United.
Haha. Do not haha.
Callum from Flat Chat's going to want to fight you.
That's fine.
Charity
no,
boxing match.
I love Callum, but for a team to have that much quality, that's an SPFL team, right? To have Jack Ross and Jim Goodwin in the same season, who are, well, SPFL standard coaches, right? And still go down.
Do you think that then goes to the hierarchy of the clubs? Do you think the club's been run right?
I don't know. Look, there's a lot of protests that they want. Is it Ashgar? Is that their chairman? I can't remember. He's Tony Ashgar. I think they want him out. So look, I don't know any of the logistics or any of the behind the scenes what's happening in Dundee United. I don't really care, right?
It's your job to care.
No, I honestly like. I don't
Would you
like.
say the better side of Dundee's coming up then?
Well, yeah, it's the most successful side. It's the biggest team in Dundee.
That's going to split.
That's going to spark.
They've had 30 more years in the top flight. They've
Right.
won more trophies.
Right.
They've been in Europe more.
Yep.
How are they not bigger?
I don't disagree, but it's got, like I say, it's going to spark controversy.
Do you
in the
agree
comments.
with Craig here? Because
Yeah, come ahead.
If you disagree with that shout, comment honest out down below.
well, just to touch on the comment of the week, Brian Hamilton, and we'll pop it up right here.
He did not like your shout last week.
It wasn't my shout.
Aye.
No, it was my shout. It was. Right, look, wee bit of context, Brian, right? Cartwheel
Brian.
isn't the best player in the league, period. What we're saying is, post-split, we could probably agree he has been the best player in the league.
He's been the most consistent since the split. He's on a run. Was it 4 games of scoring in a row?
Aye, that St Mirren away was the only game. He was the only player for Rangers ever to score in 4 games post-split. Since
Really,
it
yeah?
since it
It's
happened.
mad that they stats exist.
Since it happened.
Aye, that's wild.
But that never existed until he scored against who was the game before St Mirren? Hearts. Which is crazy.
No,
But
that's fair
on to
enough.
Dundee United. Look, they get what they deserve. Honestly,
You just don't like Dundee
no,
United.
no, I don't like how Jack Ross, that 9-0, right, is a scapegoat. I genuinely think if they didn't sack Jack Ross, they would have stayed up.
I agree.
Just because you get beat 9, right, it's 9-0, that's fair, right? That's embarrassing, especially at home, but it's against Celtic. Jack Ross is more than capable with their players to keep that up, like to keep that team up 100%. Ross County aren't good this season. They're not. Kelly are dreadful this season. They're better than Livingston this season, also. Nah,
Another Van Veen goal, but
Another Kevin Van Veen goal, 11 in a row, first one in Motherwell's history.
Oh,
First player in
what a player.
Liverpool, first player in Motherwell's history to do that. Mate,
I
am having a
thought he
stinker
could
here.
have slotted it to Spittle, I think it was. But
Yeah, striker with
You're going for that record, innit?
striker with confidence, man. Like,
took it in the keeper.
Up until the 50th minute, Dundee United are going through. Fletcher scored and the younger boy scored. What's the younger boy's name?
oh,
I've got it here. So it was 1-0 to Motherwell first. Kevin Van Veen scored straight away. Then Jamie McGrath scored from the penalty spot. 31 minutes, 49 minutes Fletcher scored. So 50 minutes you're looking at staying up. Ross County are going straight down, and then you're going into the playoffs.
It's a hard ass, but in it.
It's hard to hold your ground for 20 minutes, but it's 20 minutes. To
No. They were still bottom because they had an 8-goal deficit to
Did they?
overturn. Yeah. Aye. So they
Oh,
were
I
always.
didn't realise that.
Aye. So they had to. I think they were 8 goals behind Ross County before the game started. So
Right.
they would have had to make up that 8 goals.
Right, okay.
So there was. Unless Kelly went out and beat them 5-0 and Dundee United won 4-0.
Aye,
it was
well, listen, it wasn't far away for that, by the
I know.
way. Kelly were very, very good as well, but we'll come back to them.
100%.
So, 20 minutes to go. You probably won't up and need to score a few goals, I suppose,
100%.
then, conceding the last 20 minutes twice. And
Yeah.
the game's
Spittle's
done.
goal. He's the most. I'm not going to say underrated, right? 'Cause I think
Yeah, he's one of the most
definitely rated,
underrated players though.
But I think he's just a very good utility player to have at maybe a lesser outside the top 4 club.
I would say he would do a job at Hearts, Hibs or Aberdeen. See, I don't think he would play every single week,
No.
but I spoke about this before. See, with the pace, quality that he's got, like, I've seen him play a lot when I was at Partick Thistle. He's very, 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 very good.
And versatility as well.
Aye, he can play. So he played right wing back. He's played up front. He's played number 10. He's played centre mid. He's played left mid, right mid. I think the only position I've now seen him play is left back, centre back.
Aye.
But I don't doubt he could do a shift.
Aye. No, definitely. And for teams like Hearts and Aberdeen who are now obviously in Europe next season, you're going to need squad depth.
Aye,
And we've seen with Hearts this season, Hearts' biggest downfall has been their injuries. Because I've never seen a club like that, and I'm talking as a Rangers fan here who's had many injuries. I've never seen a club been stuck with so many injuries to other star players. So bringing in someone like Blair Spittle, who
Can fill the void.
he might not want to leave Motherwell because Stuart Kettle was a brilliant manager. Hearts really don't have a manager right now. You know, Naismith isn't confirmed yet. I think he will be confirmed.
I don't think he will be.
I think he will. I think he will be confirmed. I don't think he'll stay. I don't
Neil
think
Lennon?
Oh, no chance,
way.
mate.
I think
Even,
it hit
I
a
don't
coin.
even think the fans would allow that.
No way. Oh no, man. I think he. No, definitely. I was going to say Neil Lennon's getting a chance of joining Rangers, but no way. Because Hearts fans despise Hibs. Like,
It's obviously a big derby, but you've seen players make that jump. Celtic and Rangers. You've seen Hearts players and Hibs players make that jump to the opposite side.
nah.
Is it impossible because he's like,
I think it's
You're
no-
a professional footballer, right? And you're growing up, and you're a Rangers fan all your life. Rangers have no came asking Celtic offer you money to play a week. You doing it?
Aye, but Celtic haven't hurt me with a coin when I've went and managed on the touchline like Neil Lennon.
oh
did
well,
at
that's true.
Tynecastle.
I forgot about that. That's actually a very good point.
Aye, that's
I
that,
understand.
that
I
that's.
was just asking. I asked you the same thing. I would do it.
Oh, I would.
do the same.
You
that-
actually asked me that question at the perfect time because see off the back of me putting like being at Ibrox on my story and stuff,
Aye.
I get a few messages asking if I was
Alright.
if I'd switched up.
It's a
But
beautiful stadium, isn't it?
it's when you're there, it's
beautiful
It's
incredible.
got nothing on
It's-
Celtic Park. Ask him.
I've played it both. Celtic Park is. It was more special to me, but I felt the stadium was better to play in it. I
Well,
felt.
look, some opinions are invalid, and that's just one of them.
No. The thing for me is at Ibrox, like the stands are incredible because they're built so high. I feel like they're built higher than Celtic Park.
Mhm.
That's what it feels like. It felt bigger when you were inside it, but Celtic Park comes with the corners, so it was a bit more daunting. You felt like you were in a Coliseum at Celtic
Aye,
Park.
like ask any Rangers fan, they want the corners filled in.
Aye.
Oh,
Um,
so badly.
But generally speaking, just about Ibrox, it was surreal standing there. No, just for like the point of view of, Rangers players or Celtic players have played there this season. I wasn't thinking like Cal McGregor or Cantwell. I wasn't thinking about that stuff. I was thinking Mo Salah scored a hat trick into the goals this season.
And the
I'm
same
not-
goals that you scored. The hat trick.
Aye, so I obviously we want to play in a real game. We were there watching, and then we got a wee chance to come on and play a bit at the end. But you're scoring into goals that have got so much history, man. It's unbelievable.
I'm so glad the SFW didn't start till post World Cup because if we were doing this during their Champions League period, I would have had grey hairs by now. I swear, I would be getting roasted in the comments. But speaking about Ibrox, do you know a team who might not be playing there next season? Ross County.
Aye, well that's true. Moving on to the Ross
Exactly.
County game. Ross County 1, Kilmarnock 3.
One of
Another
Kelly's
bit-
best performances, by the way.
Aye, Kelly were very, very,
Yeah.
very,
Very
very
good.
good.
Very good. And for a team who, as I said, I don't think have been. They've not been able. I do think Ross County have been the worst team in the league this season to watch, but Kelly is probably second worst.
Aye.
Like with
Dundee
their players
United
as
have
well.
played really well at times in
Aye.
games, but they just can't
It's
seem
their
to.
inconsistency.
Aye.
Like that's the only thing. But Daniel Armstrong again.
Who are you having in the playoffs then? Ross County or
Partick
Thistle?
Thistle got up.
Do you think?
Aye.
What are you saying?
I don't know.
Partick Thistle scared them the way they've been doing.
I don't know.
Aye,
I would
3,
like to
4
see
and 5
Thistle
in
up
the last
because
3
Thistle, I feel like, are a bigger club than County.
I would agree.
Even though County are the only team in Dingwall. Dingwall's not a big place, right? But
People don't realise, but like the Ross County are like the 4th or 5th richest team in the league. Their players
aye.
get paid like the 4th or 5th, like highest on average throughout the league. So it would be a bit of a shock for me if they were to go down, because I feel like
You would see a lot of it. It would take a long rebuild to come up with a
no, I
financial structure.
disagree. No,
Yeah,
it
bounce
would be
back
the
up.
opposite. Aye, if they do go down, they will bounce straight back
they
up.
seem like a
because-
smart club. A lot of their players, because even though they have got a lot of money in them,
Mhm.
they'll know that they're relegation candidates most of the time. So a lot of their players will have relegation clauses in their contract.
Probably, but the thing for me is Roddy McDonald does not mess about. He's very good. When he knows what he's done, he goes and does it. He's a very, very, very good chairman.
Do you know about the Thistle and County? Like, I love Malky. We all love Malky. You know, he's like the dad of this podcast, and I'd love to see him stay up. But at the same
100%.
time, I love going to Thistle away. See the memories under
Thistle,
Kashinya. Oh my god.
Does that not a meaningless game enough? For fun? When they all invaded the pitch?
Aye, I think so.
Oh no, we were going 4-2, so that's not a meaningless game. If you're going, we're going for a play.
I was not expecting to see that when I turned.
Oh my god.
Oh!
As you seen last week, you
Oh.
know, Prod James is got eye issues. And the same again. Oh my god, you need to take a I'm dying.
So instead of just maybe putting it to Tibbet here and doing eye drops, the guys went to Niagara Falls and started squishing them. The winds took it away and he's sitting trying to catch it in his eye like that.
You're a freak, mate. You're an absolute freak. Right, moving on. St Johnstone, Livingston.
We didn't.
Oh, okay, we'll cover the Kilmarnock game. Break down the Kilmarnock game for me then.
Good first goal. Got to the front post, and it's just a lovely flick on.
Daniel Armstrong penalty.
I thought it was outside the box, but obviously they went to VAR. It is a penalty. He did clip him. Again, good penalty. A goal and an assist for him. As I said, like he's had a good season. He's had a good season. Like I again, same as Bliss, but we could do a job for anybody except for Celtic or Rangers.
I wouldn't be overly surprised if he was to end up like a Celtic or Rangers. Daniel Armstrong, he's very young still. He's like 21.
Aye,
Something like that. He's very, very good for his age.
I think he needs to take that other stepping stone though. Like,
Go and challenge yourself.
aye, he needs to take the stepping stone too, like a Hibs, Hearts or Aberdeen.
Mhm.
Maybe even like a Motherwell, somewhere like that where it's no quite Rangers or Celtic.
But you're
because-
on the most attacking for most of the time.
Aye, exactly. Like if he goes to one of the top 6 sides and performs the way he has been performing, that's when, right, say in 18 months to 2 years, that's when you get that other step up,
Yeah.
because in 2 years' time he's only going to be 23, 24, still young. We've seen the likes of, obviously Scott Wright's moved to Rangers in the past, you know, so I think he's in for a good future. I don't see him staying at Kamal, if I'm honest. I think he's better than that. But whether that be to a top 6 side or down south, we'll just need to wait and see in the summer.
Hearts and Hibs, what did you make of it?
What a game! What a spectacle at the end.
Aye.
It was very.
Seen Naismith's
heated.
comments?
No,
Shelby
what did he
Johnson's comments, man.
Aye, it's basically, I didn't see Lee Johnson's, but somebody was questioning, was like, oh, manager just says, Lee Johnson must have said, oh, it's 2 managers that hate people.
They hate each other.
Yeah.
We just don't like each other.
Is that what you
No,
said?
That's what Lee Johnson said. He says it's just
No.
2 managers that don't like each other. I like that.
Aye, that's.
I love that.
I love it as well. So much.
I love. Why? Like, it's Scottish football. Like, we're supposed to have a bit of.
It's needle. It's,
Aye. And it's a derby. Hearts and Hibs is one of the biggest derbies in Britain. Like, I'll stand by that.
Aye, I would agree.
Like, this is supposed to be. What are you doing under there?
I'm getting toes again.
Oh, nice.
Are you putting your toes in him again?
Oh,
You-
sorry.
every week.
Big feet, size 12. But do you know what? I'm actually about the first goal. See Oda, who scored it. See the post split. He's had a lot of game time. He's actually looked good.
Aye, he's a very good
He
player.
looks
anyway.
good. Great finish. I don't know. I'm sure he's right-footed, so it's on his weaker foot.
Mhm.
Lovely finish. But Hibs deserved something in the game.
What do you think of Kevin Nisbet?
Say
No.
again.
What do you think of Kevin Nisbet? I thought he was very, very good, man. I don't get how you don't rate him.
I wouldn't say I don't rate him. I just like, I think he's a
overrated.
very
I think
up and down player.
I think he's very overrated.
I rate him so
He's
high.
got a Scotland call-up. With
Aye.
Shankland as well.
Aye. And John Suter. Fair play, John Suter. fully deserving. If he doesn't start for Scotland.
No, it's against Georgia, so Hallam's going to run him riot.
Georgia?
Norway.
Thank God you saved that, man. You're about to get pelters for there.
My God. You look Berrigated there.
What?
The Dundee Utd keeper?
You looked at Berrigated?
No. He was like Berrigated because he nearly didn't save it.
But
he did save it.
I feel Hibs were... It's a great free kick for...
It was a great goal.
But Hibs, I feel Hibs should have came out that game with 3 points.
I felt Hibs set up better in the game. I felt they got after Hearts straight for the start. And listen, they both get after each other. It's you're not going to sit in a derby. It doesn't happen that often, particularly if it's a one-off game for third place. It's basically a cup final. Two teams.
Fourth place.
Fourth place, sorry. Both teams leathering each other with every chance they get.
Love it, man. It was a great sceptical.
I feel like it epitomised Scottish football, mate, that one game. Yellow cards, tackles, managers getting each other, the red card, beautiful free kick.
I missed the red card. What was it like? Was
Last man.
Oh,
it was similar to the Maida one. It's like,
really?
This was more...
Was it 2 yellows then?
More apparent for me. No, it was
straight red.
Straight red.
It was more apparent for me.
It's because he was last man, I'm sure.
It was more evident, this one, for me.
But I think the biggest joke of the full week actually is the fact that wasn't televised.
Aye, that's shocking, isn't
it? How we can go for a deal, right? I get Celtic had the trophy day, right? But why can it not go back to you could watch 6 Champions League games?
I don't get that. So, for instance, yesterday, Sunday, for the viewers, all the games were on Sky for the final day. So I think there was 3 or 4 games. You had the Everton Bournemouth game, you had the Leicester West Ham game, you also had the Aston Villa Brighton game. All games that meant, so it should be on the telly. That's fine. Celtic, alright, they've won the league, but it's trophy day. Cool, get that on. Hearts and Hibs are going for 4th place, the last European place.
Derby.
It's a derby. Look at what the game turned out to be. Like, then Sky Sports are putting highlights on. Like, why not just put the game on? You've got 6 or 7 channels that you can just put
I'm pretty
sure
every other Hibs and Hearts game this season's been on TV.
Aye, but that one.
No, one. There's only been one that's been televised.
Has there?
One.
Was it?
Was it Tony Sibbick's goal?
Yes, the one.
Aye, the Hibs 2-0.
I must just be watching his goal.
Off RIP.
No, it's back up.
Is it?
Yeah.
We don't. Us at Wireless don't condemn or condemn.
Don't condone.
Sorry, thank you. Don't condone any illegal
streaming activities. You shouldn't do that.
No.
You shouldn't. You definitely shouldn't.
No.
Do that.
What are you doing, producer Connor?
Pay your £650 a month to Sky and BT. That's what they want.
Aye, I think that's
quite cheap. Actually.
That's the best thing for football is you to be skint every month so you can watch your team.
Yep.
None of this IPTV.
And because you pay for the telly, which is so dear, you can't get to the games.
And your TV licence.
And your TV licence, and your gas and electricity, and that's gone up as well. So.
And your money's not rising.
Modern football's just brilliant for fans, isn't it?
Aye, definitely.
It's brilliant, you know. All the times that we won't get into it because you know.
Right, so St Mirren Rangers.
Fashion Junior, baby.
It's the best player in the world, but also the worst player in the world at the same time.
He does these things.
So infectious.
He does these things where sometimes, do you know what I would go so far as to say is every single time he does something, I'm left scratching my head. Because sometimes I'm like, how the hell has he done that? And other times I'm like, how the hell has he done that?
Right, so
that was brilliant the way you just broke it.
And one side there's your 2 misses against Celtic,
Aye.
but on the other side your goal against Dundee United.
Mate, it's so
you don't know what you're getting.
See that first goal, but for Ridvan, what a ball by the way.
Oh,
very good.
He's coming into his own.
Do you think he'll be the starting left back for Rangers next year?
Full pre-season.
I'm so happy to eat my words. Like I'm a big Barisic fan.
How did it taste?
Tastes alright. Tastes alright, you know. But I'm glad for him. I'm more glad for him because it's what we need. We need a young left back. And Barisic is 29. Everybody knows who's watched Rangers this season what Barisic has been like. The games pre-split I seen at Yilmaz I wasn't impressed by, but in this split you've actually seen a lot of players for Rangers who have kind of came out their own. They've fought for the shirt and they're actual earned the shirt, I would say. Definitely. Yilmaz definitely starting left back. John Sutter's looked the best centre half post split in the full
was
league.
The best centre half that game. I can't believe it's spelled STRAM. I thought it's STRUM. Or is it?
Does it matter?
It's just.
I was wondering what you were talking about there.
That's just what Lee's thought is, man.
He had a good game. He's been okay post split.
Who are you taking at centre back, Iwata or Lundstrom?
Lundstrom could play both feet a wee bit better, I would say.
I
He also done a good job last season in
Filling
Europa
in as a
League.
third,
So I've not really seen Lundstrom. I haven't really seen enough of Iwata. I've seen him play 2 games.
I was going to say I've not seen much
So-
Iwata, but I think there's been a lot of players post split, as I said, like Yilmaz, Matondo. Even I don't think Matondo will start. I don't want Matondo to start, but I feel like
You need players like that and the wings ready to come on.
even Sakala, we done a start sub sale a couple of weeks ago, just after the Celtic game, so it might have just been a wee bit raw, the emotions, but I think he has earned a place. It's 18 goal contributions in 24
What, to
games.
start?
That's very good.
Not to start, but again, it's at his very best he could start.
Right, well, look at the second goal, for example. There's 3 players about him, and he's went, do you know what? I'm taking everyone on here. Bang, see you later. Touch, pace, ability at that moment.
That
in
is
time.
what Kent should have been doing.
And then it's firing a shot, and again, not every shot needs to go in top corners. Just go and ask the question.
You've got to get a bit of luck, exactly.
100%.
And if Trevor Carson doesn't, like,
Sakala is better than Kent this season.
No,
On the top, Ryan Kent, have you seen who he signed for?
Did he sign?
Fenerbahce on a 3-year deal.
100% confirmed.
Out of contract, has agreed a 3-year deal with Fenerbahce despite interest from Burnley, Leeds United and
Now,
Sheffield United.
You just know that Prod Reese is now a Rangers, Chelsea fan, Man City fan, and now a Fenerbahce fan.
He's got a team in every country, to be fair, so I'm looking forward to seeing his Europe and beyond. Head over to
Wireless Boy on
TikTok.
That's disappointing.
Just on the topic of transfer news from the Rangers camp, we've also heard that in recent weeks Rangers have been scouting 2 Serie A strikers, Sam Lammers and also Cyril Dessers.
Is that from Cremonese?
Cremonese. So he's been relegated. Both of them have been relegated with respective clubs, Sampdoria and Cremonese. So
I think I'm looking forward to next season.
It'll be the best one we've seen.
I'm really hopeful. Like I'm quite not confident, no yet, but I'm quite excited because the players that Bill's brought in so far, he's only been 2, to be fair. Rashton can't.
Who's your boy for Norwich again?
Kieran Dowell. Look, I'm seeing a lot of bad things said about Kieran Dowell. Injuries, okay, that's fair, right? And I'm sure he's still injured right now, which isn't great, right? I'm sure he'd maybe due back in a week or 2, but he's not coming into Rangers to be a starter. He's coming in just to replace Arfield, who's left, and that's absolutely fine.
Do you think he's looked at this opportunity and thought, you know what, this is a chance for me to revive my career?
Aye,
possibly.
And see if you need to revive your career in Rangers or Celtic come, you're going to take it.
Aye, definitely. I feel that's what Campbell's done as well, and he's grabbed the opportunity with both hands.
He'll be away next season if he keeps going.
Nah, I don't think so. I think he's one of the players. I think he'll be similar to Tavernier. He'll spend a few years and then he'll get his offers, but he might well decide, nah,
Just
do you know
to
what?
finish it off.
Aye, he could.
How old is he? He's no young, is he?
25.
26, 25.
25. Like, so there you go. And the way he plays, it's another 6,
That's
7
mad to
years.
say that's not even doing football now, isn't it? That's scary.
He's 2 years older than us. That's ridiculous.
One year, mate.
3 than me.
Oh, right, 1 year.
3.
No, 22.
23. Oh no, I am 30, he's 26. Oh man, that is scary.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Right, let me kick us on. Your second big point.
Oh.
So, your first one, I have played for 3 Scottish clubs. Number 2, I have 12 goal contributions in the SPFL this season.
Penrice?
Not James Penrice, no.
That's a good guess,
He's
though.
a left back.
Aye.
12 goal contributions.
But because you said number 3.
No, I didn't say the player wears number 3.
Ah, superb.
There's me
new.
new Hinton.
Penrice.
I never said that.
So he's played for 3 clubs
Mhm.
and he's got 12 goal contributions this season.
Mhm.
It could be 12 assists, 12 goals, 6 or 6. Like,
He's played for 3 Scottish clubs. He's played for like 8 clubs all in.
aye.
12 goal contributions.
I kind of get number 3 at my head now.
He doesn't wear number 3. I'll tell you that. He does not wear number 3.
Right, okay.
Greg Taylor.
Josh Ginnelly.
Not Josh Ginnelly, but no, a bad shout.
Oh wait, so it's not a left back?
No.
Alright, my bad.
That's what I'm getting confused about as well.
Right, so let me roll on to our last segment.
Oh no.
And it's the last time we'll be doing this season because we won't have a Win Your 50s to do next week because there's no other games. So this is the last time we'll be doing Win Your 50s for this season.
Oh wow. Or is it no when you're 50? Or is there more than one game?
Well, win your 50. Well, I suppose it's win your 50, but you're winning 50 quid for each person. So the final segment of the show is win your 50s, where we cover the predictions for the next round of games. We tally the points each week, and the player with the most points after. Well, it's after the end of the season, but after next week now, will receive £50 from each of the losers. This week we have one game, the last game of the 2022-23 season, the Scottish Cup final. For this one,
I thought it was going to be Thistle County.
no, we're not including that. It's just the Scottish Cup final,
Fair.
just top flight. For this one, we're doing a build a bit.
I love that.
So I want a goal scorer. Sorry, the first goal scorer, the score, a player to be carded, and that's it, right? But if you get any of them right, you get 10 points per one you get. However, if you get all three right, you get 50 points. You win your 50s if you get all three of these right. So, Celtic versus Inverness Caledonian Thistle. Ben, I'm going to start with you. And see, just so you know, the rest of the boys are in this as well. I'm going to send them a wee message and they can register their guesses as
The
well.
only people that's been on the pod though.
Aye, yeah. So,
Right. Safe and sound. Kyogo first goal scorer.
Right.
the score.
No, I'm going to come back to that.
No, you need to.
Player to be carded. I'm going to go with Starfelt. I guess is the safest shout I've put in all episodes. And the score, 3-0 Celtic.
I'm going to go exactly the same.
He's just doing it so he can't.
No, that's my
lose.
prediction. That is my prediction. You cannot say that is my prediction. What? What?
I don't know if
Can we not put them on the same bet? Thank you.
I'm going to take.
That's a far check.
I'm gonna
Can
take
we
it to
not put
be,
on the same bet?
So you're not allowed to put the exact same one. So you just need to tweak one thing about
Alright, okay. 4-0 Celtic.
But Starfelt to be booked and Kyogo to
Kyogo,
score.
aye.
Cool. So I'll message the rest of the boys. We'll get their predictions on the screen as well.
I'm gonna give you a message because I feel that is just
How?
out of
No. Yours needs
No,
on.
no.
Aye, your
Shush,
prediction will be made on the
shush.
camera. If listen, see when the
Shush.
camera goes off, that's your prediction made.
Shush.
I don't see what I've done wrong there.
Yeah, nah, you can't say the exact same
Okay,
thing.
Okay,
It
I
means-
want to change it
It
then.
means that he can't beat
You
you.
can't. No, it's locked in. No,
The camera's no shut.
Right, this is your last chance.
He can't copy me.
no I'm going to get one last chance in.
He's both get one last chance.
Can I text you then?
No, not on the
no.
camera. You go. You first. Oldest and alphabetical.
No, okay, I'll just whisper it in the camera so nobody can hear me.
No. Mate, I need to know because I need to write it down.
Exactly. Just tell him. Just stick with it. If it finishes 3-0, you're going to win anyway.
Right, mate, stop because this is going to turn
It's
into.
alright, mate. Connor heard that. That's my bet.
Did you hear it alright?
There you
No.
go.
Do you think he can hear it and he's not got his specs on?
Right, listen, hurry up, come on.
I'm just keeping the same bet. That's so poor for you.
3-0 Celtic,
So poor
Starfelt, Kyogo.
So poor for you.
You go 4-0 Celtic,
go
Starfelt,
4-0,
Kyogo. Right, okay.
Nah, McGregor first goal scorer.
Right, cool. Right, that's you locked in. That's your, I give you one last chance. That's you locked in. Cool. So, your last.
50 quid's on all you, mate. Like, you're going to play dirty, aren't you?
It's your last chance for the big 3 points. Your first point, I have played for 3 Scottish clubs. Your second point, I have 12 goal contributions this season. Point number 3, my only major trophy came in 2016-17 with Portsmouth. I've got a bonus point for you as well if you don't get this.
Curtis Main.
Oh, he's done it.
Was it actually?
That's Curtis Main, genuine.
Oh wow! By the way,
Well played.
that was
That is
great.
good.
Yes.
Wow.
Didn't even know he played with Portsmouth.
Near the dad. Do you know? If I'm being totally honest with you, I just thought St Mirren, and then I was like, who else is?
Motherwell and Aberdeen.
Aye.
Fair play. That great shout.
Well done,
See,
mate. That's
Benny
very good
Ken
for you.
Jacobs knows ball. So see the doubters in TikTok go.
Aye, to be fair, you get a good amount of stick on TikTok, didn't you?
Nah, it's just because I'm overweight, mate.
mate,
Nah,
clip
nah, keep
that,
that, keep that, keep
clip
that.
that and whack it on TikTok tomorrow. Oh my. So, that's the last time that we're going to cover any league games this season, man.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
Been a pleasure. Never a chore.
Everything's going to be different the next time after the season, so we'll speak about it after. But I've got one recap to do, and then this whole office is changing.
We're going to revamp the full set. So what you can look forward to over the summer break, we're going to be doing some one-to-one interviews with some pretty cool guests that we've got lined up. Be sure to subscribe and turn the notification bell on, because then you're not going to miss stuff. We don't want you missing stuff.
No.
What is happening? What are you doing in 1st of July?
Oh, 1st of July, was it? We've got something penciled in, I'm sure.
Whack
it on the screen. Scottish YouTube team versus the Wireless FC boys. 3 PM kick-off at the new Western Park, aka the home of RENFREW Juniors. So be there or be square.
Be there or be square.
Didn't they be so aggressive, mate?
I know.
But you know what? I love that, because you're going flying into challenges. Sharp Div ain't got nothing about it.
I don't know, me and Sharp Div are going for coffee on Wednesday, so I don't think I can fly into tackle.
Friends.
Ooh, coffee. What's your go-to coffee?
My go-to coffee?
He can, he's in the toilet 5 minutes after the coffee.
He's lactose intolerance.
Oh.
Nah, mate. Go to probably a mocha. I like a mocha. Mocha with extra shot of espresso.
It has to be a caramel latte.
See,
I don't know if I like caramel
it's
lattes.
a tea. That's what it is.
Do you not drink coffee?
No.
Right, you go. Right, how do you say this? Do you say a frap or a frappe?
A frap.
It's a frap.
Next.
What do you say?
Sorry, that's just like the person who supports like 12 teams or something calls it a frappe.
Who, Reese?
It's a frap.
He's fuming.
It's a living.
But listen, guys, thanks so much for that.
I keep tuned over the summer period. We won't leave you high and dry.
Football content, live football content.
Aye, breakdowns of transfers, transfer rumours. You know, keep on TikTok. You know.
Aye, TikTok will be pretty big on TikTok over the next couple of months until the season starts back. Like I say, we've also got one-to-one interviews. We've got the charity match against the Scottish YouTube team to look forward to.
And if you've got any
Subscribe.
ideas, get
Aye,
at
get in
us on
touch.
Insta
Aye,
at
get in
Wireless
touch.
Pod.
And we might even bring back the draft.
We could bring back some draft videos if that's what you guys want to see. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if you really like it, share it with somebody. Let
Aye.
someone know that you like
Share
it.
And buy your tickets now, because they will sell it fast.
Aye, we've sold a lot the first day. I don't want to say how many exactly we've sold because it's going to change by the time we put the video, but we've sold a lot in the first day, a lot more than anticipated. So aye, and we've got special guests coming this week
Oh my god.
on the channel, so they're going to sell even quicker, so buy them now. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Goodbye.